Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. So before I get into this video, when you're seeing this video, which should be uploaded March 8th I believe, I have actually the rest of FNaF 6 recorded through the completion ending. So I have all the way through Saturday. I just beat Saturday, so those will be out. They'll be staggered out every now and then. But yeah, so today I'll be showing you guys how to beat Wednesday. So this night introduces 2 animatronics instead of just 1 the previous night, which makes things a little more complicated. Things aren't too much different. Again, FNaF 6 is mainly just a repeat. I mean, there's nothing really new. You just have to complete your tasks and try not to die. It's pretty self-explanatory, but there is a lot of luck and skill into this. And so at the beginning of the night, I usually just go motion detector to see where they're at, where these animatronics are at, and then I usually start a task and look at the side wherever they're the closest. So as you can see, they were on the right side on the motion detector, so I went ahead and looked at the right side while I'm completing my tasks. And every time I hear the little blip of the monitor means that the task is done. I go back as long as I've heard nothing in the vent, and I just keep going down the tasks until either I complete them and move on to the next ones, or I hear a noise. And once you hear a noise in either of the vents, you want to shut off the terminal and the ventilation and listen carefully on that side you heard the noise. And with this, you can, of course, determine, we'll count to 8 seconds, of course, and if you hear nothing after that, go ahead, turn it back on, look at the motion detector. You can see they're at the bottom right corner. And so again, on the motion detector, you might not see both of them every single time. You might only see one. Frankly, on Saturday night, I only saw like 2 of them sometimes when I use the motion detector. That's just because sometimes they leave and come back, or they're just in like a blind spot. But yeah, you always just want to, like, these first couple nights are pretty simple with not having to deal with much. Like Afton and Molten Freddy usually hug the left side. You can see that they're coming from the right side a lot here, which is actually a little bit interesting. But usually you'll see Lefty and Scrap Baby coming from the right usually. But yeah, so you just want to complete these tasks. I usually do either the paper, the printing ones either first or last, just to get them out of the way, or to get them done last because I'm too stubborn to do them because they are extremely loud. But yeah, I do recommend good headphones for this. It is really needed. Again, I didn't use crazy headphones. I just use like little wired ones, just anything that can help you notice which side that you're hearing the noises from. But yeah, again, getting upgrades are really good. You can see I don't have the handyman upgrade. I do get this in later nights. But yeah, all upgrades are extremely important. Again, try not to accept any sponsorships. These are very annoying when it gets to like Saturday, Friday night. That's when it can affect you the most, and you probably will die a few times if you have it. It just makes things a lot more difficult, and you really don't need money to get this completion ending. So unless you want to like full out decorate your pizzeria, go ahead, but just know that it's going to be more difficult. But yeah, with that in mind, it's not too insane. Like I've said, just listen really closely and do your tasks. And again, any noise that you hear, even if you think you hear a noise, I would turn it off and look at the direction you heard it from. And if you don't know which direction you heard it from, just look at each side 4 seconds and just keep going back and forth. This will prevent anything from attacking you. And trust me, it may seem scary that you're like, oh shoot, I don't think it was the side, but again, just trust me with the 4 seconds. On Saturday night, when they're really aggressive, if you do 4 seconds on each side and you hear stuff from both sides, you'll be totally fine. So it's not that big of a deal. Just trust and be safe. And after a few times, 4 seconds on each side, if you don't hear anything, go ahead, flip on the monitor and the ventilation, and go ahead and resume your tasks. And of course, this night you have to salvage again, which is Scrap Baby this time, which isn't too difficult. Again, it's just like any of the others, just gives you more value if you complete it. But yeah, it is kind of tough noticing the stages of Scrap Baby, where she's at, and etc. on that stuff. But you'll kind of see through the gameplay what to do, and just like when stage 3 is. I'll kind of point out when it's stage 3, when it's stage 2, just all that stuff. I think I did hear a little bit of a mechanical noise during this one, and if you ever do hear that, you want to go ahead and shock them immediately. I know for sure Lefty, I did hear some noises during the recording. I paused it, heard some noises. That means you have to shock them immediately or they're going to kill you at any random moment, which could actually be pretty terrifying because these jump scares are very unexpected sometimes. But yeah, so for Scrap Baby, again, it's just like the usual. Listen to the audio tapes. I wouldn't really have to worry about anything until like after the first or second one. The noises I would be worried about through the last audio, probably, just because it's the longest one and she might be more active on that one, who knows. But again, remember, you have 3 shocks. If you say you finish the 5th audio one, you flip it up, flip it down, she's on stage 3, you don't have to shock them again. It should just go through the end and everything should be alright. But yeah, you can see that's stage 3. Okay, so right here, I accidentally flipped it up again, but when she's looking at you like that, it's kind of like the Ultimate Custom Night when she's looking at you, but when she's looking up at you and you can kind of see her teeth, that's stage 3. So right now, that's stage 1. What you just saw right there is stage 3. If you want to go back and look at that to make sure you know, whenever it's stage 3, you need to shock them immediately. Again, you won't die immediately, but it is nice to just be precautious. So as you listen to these audio prompts, yeah, they're kind of annoying, but it's whatever. She went to stage 3 immediately right there, which was kind of annoying, but it's okay. We managed, so we've used 2 shocks now, and it's only been 3 prompts, which is totally okay. So again, you can use up to 3 without any penalties, but if you use more than 3, then the value will go down a lot. I think it goes from like 2,000 to 100, so it's kind of crazy. But as you can see, she didn't move on this one, so I was like, alright, we're good. And if I need to, I can shock her during the 5th audio log if you do hear any mechanical whirring sounds. They are pretty noticeable. You'll just hear, like, it almost just sounds like dragging a rock on concrete. That's kind of what it sounds like. That's also what it sounds like for Lefty as well. Afton's a little bit different. I think it's a heartbeat. If you do hear a heartbeat in this, it's just the person doing the interview, so don't worry about any of the heartbeat noises. Those shouldn't be an issue. But as you come to the end of the 5th one here, again, just stop occasionally, listen closely, and if you hear anything, go ahead and shock. And if you don't hear anything, just go ahead with it. You're almost done. There's really no need to if you don't hear anything. So again, even if you flip this up and flip it down, she's on stage 3, you're totally good. But if you have an extra shock, why not? Just because you want to feel safe. It's up to you. But yeah, next night, Thursday, is when things start getting a little bit more tough. You can see she was stage 3 and I had an extra shock, so I was like, whatever, let's just get it done with. So yeah, and that should be the end of this. When it gets to 3 animatronics, things do get a little more intense, and this is where multiple tries may be taking place. It took me a few tries to beat Friday night, and Saturday I actually did first try, but that's pretty rare. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this helps, and if you ever need to see any other videos, just let me know. And of course, nights 1 and 2 are on my channel. Thursday should be coming out soon. I will be streaming probably this weekend, maybe this next weekend, who knows. But I want to try to get into that a little more. VR videos should be up also pretty soon. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, if you guys, again, I'm just like buying stuff with my extra money here. But yeah, I would save some money just for the upgrades, but I just like getting these new catalogs and stuff just to kind of get some variety going in my little place. But it's totally up to you what you want to do. Yeah, I hope this helped. And yeah, just enjoy the rest of the gameplay. Have a good day. See ya.
I am a candy cadet. Come get your candy here. I have candy all day, every day. Candy, candy, candy. Return to Candy Cadet again, and maybe I will tell you a story.